Don't you want a source of clarity and direction? Yeah, I do. Will you allow the mistreatment and the misuse of others to affect you to make fearful judgments regarding your faith? No. No, I will not. Don't you want to bar people from using your faith as a tool of manipulation, of abuse, like cults and the patriarchy? Well, yes, but the patriarchy already exists. That's neither here or there. Don't you want to minimize the effects of patriarchy and dismantle it just a bit? Yeah. You came to the right place. Hello, welcome to my channel, 100 Days of Kajo. We are on day 45 of building our personal constitution. Yay! Our personal constitution is a living, breathing document that has our boundaries, our standards, our expectations for our lives. So whenever we feel like an emotional wreck, we have a place to reground ourselves. As a disclaimer, I just want to say that I have no tools to actually dismantle the patriarchy. I'm sorry. But we all have an understanding that unfortunately a lot of bad people will use faith to prop up the patriarchy. But anywho, today we are here to define our relationship with our faith and spirituality. It's important that we write down what that means to us so that other people do not tell us what our faith means to us. Doesn't that sound crazy? Understanding why we are the way we are based off of our prior experiences and interactions with others will help us build a stronger relationship with our own faith. And by no means necessary is this video alone sufficient enough to give you everything that you need. No, it's a starting point for conversations that you can have with your own spiritual guide or therapist or with yourself. I also want to disclaim that I am not a saint. Not at all, but I am one hell of a person. One good person. The first thing I want you to do is to write out positive and negative sources that affect your relationship with your spirituality and your faith. Our relationship with our faith is rarely only affected by one positive thing or one negative thing. It's an accumulation of things. What I want you to do is to draw out 3 columns. One that says positive, one that says negative, and one that says meaning. You will use this chart, this column, to analyze your current relationship with your faith, to understand why you move the way you move. But let me give you examples of what I would write. One positive relationship that I had with my faith was that my church is relatively progressive and action-based, and I really love that. But the respective negative experience I have with that is that it's become very difficult for me to connect with other churches that are not progressive or not action-based. Due to this, I didn't really go to church a lot in college because a lot of it didn't really tie in with what I was around all the time. And of course, the meaning is I love action over words and solely scripture. This is an example where there was a positive and negative, and of course you write your meaning. A negative experience that I've had with my faith is that a lot of times I would see people idolize marital abuse on women. I would see women who would be active in the community, who would cook, who would clean, who would take care of the kids, who would work, and their husbands did absolutely nothing, but they stayed together in the name of marriage. They stayed together in the name of the Lord, and it pissed me off. And women were rewarded. They were I won't say congratulate, I don't know what the words are, for putting up with incompetent men. And of course, I would love to get married one day, but I do understand that seeing that in the media and seeing that in real life has affected the way that I see marriage and has made me build up a wall. And I'm very assertive, very strict, and I've been told that I'm scary, which I think is kind of a good thing, but I'm learning to, be a little softer, I guess. Ugh. I hate that. I hate saying that. So what does this mean? I value myself. I value my worth. I value my life over marriage. And that I also need to have a more positive outlook on marriage. Not that I don't, but I definitely do feel that seeing that and hearing that at such a young age definitely affected me. And of course it wasn't my parents, but Jesus, there were so many people. This is an example where I had a negative experience where people idolize marital abuse on women. However, I had a positive meaning where I value myself over marriage, which is a good thing. A positive experience I had with my faith was the cultural preservation. I'm South Sudanese, so growing up, I would go to South Sudanese church and we would sing songs in our language. Now, because I live in America, a lot of times at home I speak English, at school I speak English, at work I speak English, so I lost a bit of my Arabic. Oh, it's so sad, but don't worry, I'm gonna bring it back. The thing I loved about church was that I was able to speak more Arabic. I was able to sing and learn new things, and it made me feel closer with my culture and I didn't feel as assimilated. The meaning that I received from this experience is that I love community and I want to engage with my culture even more. Those were just a few examples of what I would write in this column, but it can literally be anything. It can be surface level, it can be extremely deep, but you really need to just think of every single experience that shaped you. A little FYI, I am creating a personalized affirmation app. And if you haven't done so already, go to my description box, join our emailing listing if you're interested for when it comes out, and to answer my survey so I understand what your needs are. Thank you, I love you, and let's continue with the rest of the video. The second thing I want you to write in your personal constitution is your why. Why do you want to have a better relationship with your spirituality and faith? This is extremely important because without it, you're just lollygagging. And these are a few whys that you could write down. Do you want to dismantle the chokehold that negative experiences have on you? Do you just want to build an overall stronger relationship with your spirituality and faith? Do you want to anchor yourself during times of uncertainty? Do you want to live a greater purpose that doesn't only benefit you, but greatly benefits others? Do you want to heal past hurt and trauma? Do you want to deepen the trust in the unknown? Or do you simply want to cultivate gratitude? None of these are better or worse than the other. It is specific to you. The last thing I want you to not only write, but to also consider is that perhaps this is bigger than yourself. We are introduced to spirituality and faith at a very young age. Some babies are born and baptized within the same month. That's an exaggeration, but you get what I'm saying. Whatever trauma or negative experiences that you have could run so deep that you cannot handle dismantle it on your own. You should consider seeking spiritual guidance from a professional who is unbiased and open-minded. As always, if you want to see my personal constitution as a reference to yours, definitely check out my Substack. I love my Substack. I love you guys, and I will see you in our next section.